Hi, Leo. Welcome to your extremely fashionably late. It's not even fashionable anymore how late this is. This reading for you for March 2023. But really, whenever you find this, it's good for the next 30 days. So I'm so grateful that you're here with me, connecting our energy here. I'm really excited to bring you this message because it's actually been maybe 3 days ago I had intended to do this. I had pulled the cards, I'd meditated on your reading, and I have 2 little ones, and it was like after they'd gone to bed and all chaos had happened. And I haven't had a chance to get to it since. So, in saying that, I am so grateful for you to be here with me today. And I'm going to take just a moment for us to kind of connect. If you want to jump right into your reading, I will include the timestamp in the description box below. But I really think it's important just to take a few minutes to center and ground our energy and connect energetically in this way. So I'm going to use the singing bowl, and we'll take a couple of deep breaths together here, and then we'll get started. Thank you, Spirit. Every time I take a few moments to do that, especially with the singing bowl, I am always amazed at how much better my energy feels afterwards, how much calmer I feel. So I just want to take a moment and make sure, yes, that you can see everything. All right. So one of the first things is this carnelian stone, and it's in the shape of a heart. And this is very significant to your reading. In fact, I have a card here, I believe. Yeah, carnelians. Let's read this. Carnelian is a stabilizing stone that grounds and anchors one into the present. It removes fear of death and brings acceptance of the cycle of life. It improves analytical abilities and clarifies perception. It aids in making positive life choices and dispels apathy. It heals the body, protects against rage and resentment, provides warmth and energy, stimulates new thought process, increases motivation, and opens new avenues for success. Now that's pretty magical, because in the meditation that I had for you, that I had done for you a few days ago, the image I kept getting was of a rhinoceros. And it's almost like a rhinoceros that had been stuck in the mud for a very long time. And it was finally breaking, like it had finally moved itself out of this mud. And somehow, even though it had been stuck for so long, it was just full of this incredible amount of power. And maybe some of that power was rage to an extent from being stuck so long. Rage at yourself if you are the rhinoceros, rage at the universe. Because I feel like you have been just stuck for a long time. And you're moving out of that now. There's something about rhinoceros energy where they can be kind of private and reclusive. And I feel like you have been stuck in that reclusive energy. And this isn't for just a few months. This has been an energy you've been in for maybe close to a decade. And so for a Leo, that feels so heavy. I mean, you need community. You need a literal tribe, you know. You need, you're not supposed to like be on your own. Could you? Yes. You're courageous enough to do that. You have the willpower to be alone. And I think you've been kind of fighting that, but do you need to anymore? That's just what we're getting here right off the bat. Also, I will link this in the description box. This song they gave to me in your meditation is also pertinent for you, and it really made me laugh, and I kind of love it. But it's Back in the High Life Again by Steve Winwood. So as your reading goes on, or after your reading, that might make more sense for you, but be sure and listen to that song, especially if you don't know what it is. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, so let's see. Before we get into your tarot, actually, let's get into your oracle cards. So we have Seek to Know the Truth and Ignore the Opinions of Others. Ooh, right off the bat. I think this is something that played into your extended period of reclusiveness or reclusivity. Is that a word? The opinions of others and the weight of those opinions from others. I think it pushed you past your limit of being able to not only cope, but like progress in life. And so I think you were so incredibly depleted. And now this feels like it was maybe 10 years ago. So this could be a very specific reading for someone. Not all these details have to apply to you for this to be your reading, but I do like to bring them up in case that is like a signifier from spirit to you to help you know that this is in fact your reading. So I feel like the opinions and the weights and the judgments and the expectations of everyone around you became so heavy and so much to bear that you checked out and decided to find another way. What does that mean, Spirit? I feel like somehow when you checked out from reality, from humanity, whatever that was, it triggered something in you to want to seek the truth of why your life was the way that it was, happening the way that it was happening. And I do feel like this higher calling on your life, more than just community, you feel like someone who is a creator of communities. You can bring people from all walks of life together. I feel like you're very charismatic, you're very warm, you're very funny. You can make people feel like they are the only one in the room when you're talking to them. You make people feel very special, important. You make people feel like their existence is validated. And I think a lot of this is because you are someone who had your experiences invalidated so many times that you can recognize that like wounding in others. And so even if it's on a subconscious level, you don't ever want anyone to feel that way in your presence unless they deserve it. Like I got this like spunky, like unless they have it coming to them. Now that's not my energy. So that must be yours. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I do resonate with that, but it's like people are going to feel accepted and welcome no matter what, unless you don't deserve that time and energy from me. And, you know, that's you. That's fine. So this cycle, I get almost like a chess pieces. Isn't it funny how they had me set this up like this? It's almost like you have been thoughtfully maneuvering your position in the world, or how you view the world, and then like what steps you yourself want to take after that. So this feels like it's been a very long journey and a very lonely journey. I don't think you've been, for most of you, I don't think you've been like completely and totally isolated, but I do feel like for a long majority of time, you may have only had like 1 to 3 people in your circle that even knew where you were, what you were up to, what your life was like now. Like I feel this real like dropping off from the planet, and like extreme hermit mode. And while a lot of it was doing that from a place of hurt and pain, it was also from like this very wise, maybe it might have even been your higher self, like this very wise place of knowing that you had to step away from humanity in order to truly find yourself, so you could come back into humanity as the most whole version of yourself. So how cool is that? And then we also have full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, practicality. The energy is gaining momentum. And then new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Now we'll check in with this card. You know, is it romantic? Is it not? It's not always romantic in my reading, so we'll check in here and see. I just want to make sure. Isn't this funny how they want me to keep this like this triangle? It's so funny. Almost like, you know, because selenite's very cleansing, and it's almost like where you've been is inside this like triangle of figuring things out, of figuring out balance. And within this triangle, it's like spirit can keep your energy like contained here. So it's a transmuted part of you, I guess. It's a cleansed, this painful part has been cleansed and transmuted into this very balanced, spiritual, whole energy. And so what I really love here at these 3 cards, because we have a full moon and then we have a new moon. So this kind of tells me a story again of your life. You used to be in a very dreamy, watery, like the world is an oyster, is a movie, and I'm the main character, right? And everything was feeling everything. All the senses, especially like music and the arts, but with people, with humans and communication, very dreamy, very open. And then something happened that I think took you out so hard that you had to flee, like you had to leave. And I don't think you realized it at the time, but your leaving is kind of the catalyst to what got the momentum going for you to get on this path of true healing, this journey of true like healing yourself. So as it's like, here is your future, this new moon. And it doesn't have to be a romantic cycle. It could be a new cycle of you falling in love with the world and the people in it again, falling in love with your place in the world and the difference that you can make for others. You know, you really, even though that you ended this dreamy way of being and you went off on your own to figure things out, you're coming back so much more balanced, so much more just kind of steady and ready for all the newness, all the new beginnings, all the blessings that that spirit, that the universe wants to bestow upon you, but also that you now get to bestow upon other people. Wow. So let's see what your tarot cards are. I feel like this is a very deep reading for like a March, but there's nothing wrong with that because we're moving into spring. You know, we're moving into new beginnings, new growth. And I feel like this year, March 2023, is going to be a significant year in your personal history book of when you finally came out of hermit mode and started letting yourself be seen as this incredibly beautiful, courageous Leo that you are, okay? So let's see here. We have 7 of Wands reversed, clarified by the Ace of Cups. Okay. We have Ace of Cups. Wow. 2 different decks. Ace of Cups, clarified by the World reversed. And then we have 5 of Wands reversed, clarified by Page of Swords reversed. And finally, the Tower, right here under this new cycle. Now, I'm a Scorpio sun, so towers don't scare me. I get excited about towers. Tower moments are like the feeling you get when a tornado warning siren goes off. You don't know, is it going to be, I don't know. That was just what it gave me. But this, I love this Tower card. I mean, it's like a heart in the lightning. There's all these butterflies, so much transformation. This little squirrel down here is protected. You know, it's a beautiful Tower card. So, and then look, Tower card is clarified by Temperance. So what's really interesting here, this is such a, I love the way Spirit has me put spreads sometimes because there's always a meaning. There's a meaning to everything. So where you had felt very disempowered before, you've turned this around to like really cultivating this confidence, especially in your solar plexus chakra, this confidence within that no one can take away from you. I feel like it eluded you, this confidence and peace internally. I feel like it eluded you up until maybe the last year of your life, maybe even the last 6 months. And that has been such a gift, such a fulfilling gift. You may be someone who's involved in like EMDR therapy or talk therapy or something like that, where you're actually, you know, taking action on healing these wounds inside that need healed. And so it feels like now you're at a place where the world could literally be ending or falling away around you, and you have cultivated such a peace and an inner knowing of like strength, an inner knowing that Spirit always has you, that you're always protected, that your soul is infinite. You know, these human bodies that are amazing tools while we're here in our existence on planet Earth are wonderful, but they are not us. You know, they are not intrinsically us. Our soul inhabits this body and our soul is infinite. So it's just like you figuring this out. And because of this, it starts this powerful wheel of change in your life. I think, again, before, you may have felt like someone who couldn't make their own decisions, who was constantly in competition, constantly in conflict, constantly trying to measure yourself up against everyone else and their dog. Like, how do I measure up? Because you had no sense of self. You had no sense of self-confidence. This isn't to beat you down because you're not here anymore. You already know this. But you spent all this time in hermit mode so that you could find this innerness, this inner peace, this inner knowing. Find that you are able to make good decisions for your life, about the people you choose to have in your life, about the experiences you choose to have, that you are able to choose and choose and choose, because we have free will. You are not like held against anything anymore. There's this immense amount of just freedom, and also an uncertainty. I can't lie. It feels like whatever's going on for you in the month of March, there's definitely this layer of void, of total unknown. I feel like you're having to take like day to day at a time and know that that's all you have to do. I mean, we need to be in our present moment at all times, but if your tower moment hasn't already happened yet, they said for most of you it has, almost all of you watching this, you're going to know what that is for you. You experienced it, you felt it deeply, and then you had the patience and the knowing that everything was being balanced out for your greatest good and the greatest good of all involved. Okay, I hope this reading is making sense, because I feel like they're kind of hitting on multiple topics, but they're all kind of intertwined at the same time. So like, you have been divinely protected throughout all of this. While the chaos has been going on, I think because you've been working on this, cultivating such a strong place of inner peace and self-love within you, and just faith in the universe, that spirit always has your back. It's like you've been able to kind of see what's going on around you, but you've been protected the whole time. And these acorns down here are not only like fine and protected, but they almost have like glittery stuff around them. Like, you are divinely protected throughout this storm you could be witnessing. You may even be involved into a degree, but it just feels like you're just releasing this stuff because you've spent a long time in this place of figuring out what's the truth, what is my truth, what is the truth to me, and believing in yourself because spirits believed in you the whole time. So let's get just a few more messages here, please. And thank you, Spirit. For Leo, for the month of March, what else would you like them to be aware of the next 30 days for the sign of Leo? Thank you. So we have 4th house, so home, family, base, support in Aries. You may have some Aries placement, so that's pretty cool. It's a balancing of, what makes you feel secure in the world. And I actually think what makes you feel secure right now is that you have cultivated this inner knowing within you to the point that that you've broken yourself free from the mud, and you're just charging towards your desires, charging towards your truth, what you're supposed to be doing in the world. And a lot of this is creating community that is like family, creating your own unique family. There's oak leaves here, and it's like you are the person, forget about what family's supposed to look like. You are the person that is able to create communities of family. So communities of people who need other people who are like them. You are the person to do this. And I think you're going to start to plant some seeds here I think you're moving out into the world with this now, actually. And I think in the month of March, you're going to start really looking at planting seeds of creating this community of family, heart-centered family. Doesn't have to be biological, nothing like that. It's a community of people that feel like and treat each other like family. And you did this in the past, they're saying, when you were in this dreamy, floaty, like the world is this incredible, like what is all this? And I'm so in love with life and everything was beautiful. You've been there. You've been that community bringer, that magnet. You have a magnetism about you. So go do as you did in the past, but now as this very healed, whole, beautiful human being that can see from multiple different aspects. Like, I'm so excited for you. Please listen to that Steve Winwood song at the end of your reading. I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe it's super cheesy, but okay, one final message, please. Maybe one. We might get you a moon card. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Do you see this right now? I couldn't make this up. I couldn't make this up if I tried, Spirit. I love you so much, Spirit. Look at this. 8 is a Leo card. I mean, wow. Wow. Like, it's you. You're the one. You're the one to do this. And I think you're ready. I think you're coming out of this, this hermit hole, and you're ready. The birds are joyous. The sun's shining. Infinite abundance. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Wow. Wow. I don't think I even need to pull any more for you, but I can't believe that. Thank you, Spirit. Final moon message card for Leo. This beautiful reading for Leo. Thank you so much. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. Yeah. That's part of this balancing and this Libra energy. What is beautiful to you in the world? I think creating this beautiful community of family is like, this is your vision. This is the vision. It's like you're looking through this peephole and you see this world that you can create, and it's ready for you. You're ready. Oh my gosh, this is the coolest reading, Leo. Thank you so much for spending your precious time here with me. I'm blown away. Yeah, you're fated. You're fated to do this. It's number 17, another 8. So if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated for you, please, I would be so grateful. I just looked at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. 26 reduces to another 8. Happy. Okay. All right. Thank you, Leo. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. I'm so grateful to your guides, to mine, an amazing spirit. Please take excellent care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you soon.